Over. Work out probably about 2 hours a day to maintain the bone density and the muscle mass with the bike. So we do a little of everything, a little of both of those activities, aerobic and anaerobic, every day. It's a lot of time. So if there were some other ways that we could maintain our bone density and muscle mass on our long trips to Mars, that would be something that people need to look into and figure out. Over. The threat of that happening, but right now we're working hand in hand with our Russian partners on this International Space Station, doing science experiments up here, sharing information, and it's been really good. And I think it is a role model for the rest of the Earth. If we're going to do things that are bigger than ourselves, we need to work together. What I've been involved in is a capillary flow experiment where we found some different, what we call wicking angles to make fluid move. This has some implications in fuel systems in the future for spacecraft, or actually even how we might grow plants. We're doing a plant experience now, and how the water wicking and feeding the plants might. We're learning about that. Over. The space station together. Every module has cooling loops for all the equipment and for the people. So we keep the temperature around 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's very comfortable in here. But that's ammonia loops outside and water cooling loops inside. Key to life, right? So we have water up here. We can split it into hydrogen and oxygen, and so that's how we get the oxygen to air in the air that we breathe. And the water that we get is recycled from our sweat and our urine, as a matter of fact. And we do get some fresh water up as well. But we can clean that water and make it into drinking water. Over. And that is when they have a birthday up here, we celebrate those. I've been making cakes for birthdays. It's been a lot of fun. We will celebrate Christmas and New Year's coming up at the end of the year. My whole life. So it's wonderful to be up here. But I do miss my family, of course, and I miss my dogs. I miss taking my dogs for a walk and feeling wind on my face and rain when it rains. Over. The fitness aspect that I talked about earlier is one of the things. So muscle mass, bone density, but also, it's a closed environment, so you could get some type of little, rash on your skin if your body's not used to this closed environment. Our immune system is decreased a little bit because we're living in a closed environment, not with a bunch of other people. So those are things that we have to watch out for over time. But we work together before we fly to do things where we understand each other's triggers or buttons, and we try not to do that. We try to understand and be compassionate for each other and just be straightforward and talk to one another. Over. 2 years to understand the different modules of the International Space Station and train with all the mission control centers. This mission was a test flight, so for this one it was actually about 5 years to understand that brand new spacecraft and also the space station.